Eala finds family and home on and off the court. Eala may be smashing aces on one tennis court after another around the world. Yet at her core, she's still the same family-oriented and food-loving girl from Manila. Though her career takes her far, the proud Filipina holds on to the one constant she cherishes: home. Let's step into Alex's world beyond tennis as she shares the Pinoy pick-me-ups she craves when she's away. These little joys consistently remind her there's truly no place like home. It all started in Metro Manila, Eala's hometown, where her love for tennis took root. Growing up, she spent hours on the court surrounded by family support and encouragement that helped her believe in what was possible. When I was training, it was so intense even from a young age that I really believed that I was going to be a professional, Alex shares. Those early years at home taught her that focus and heart always go hand in hand. First court. Alex first picked up a tennis racket at the age of 4, with her grandfather as her first coach. It was at Valle Verde Country Club in Pasig City where her family came together to nurture her growing passion. That court became her first home in the world of tennis. It was where she built her foundation through long hours of practice and quiet determination. First training ground. At Colegio San Agustin in Makati, Alex found another version of home. It was where she learned to stay grounded while balancing academics and competition. The school became a place of balance, where friends and teachers offered the support she needed to keep moving forward. It reminded her that home can also mean belonging to a community that helps you grow. First home abroad. At 13, Alex made the brave decision to leave the Philippines and train at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain. Living far from her family, she learned to rely on herself and stay focused on improving. Over time, the academy became her new home. It was where she pushed past limits, adapted to a new environment, and gained confidence in her place on the global stage. Still, the lessons she carried from the Philippines remained her foundation. Hard work, humility, and love for the sport continue to guide her wherever she goes. The Pinoy pride she carries. For Alex, home is also who she represents every time she steps on the court. Competing on the world stage, she carries the heart and pride of every Filipino with her, inspiring many young Filipinas to dream bigger. It's such an honor, Alex says at Globe's meet and greet. She knows that when people abroad think of Filipinos in tennis, her name often comes to mind. That thought motivates her to always put her best foot forward. I do my best to represent us in a way that Pinoys would be proud of, she stresses. This deep love for her roots is what keeps her grounded, no matter where she plays. A part of loving yourself is loving where you come from and being proud of it, she points out. Whether it's the fans who stay up late to watch her matches or the flags waving in distant arenas, Alex always feels at home wherever there's a hint of Pinoy spirit. Family at her core. Off the court, Alex feels happiest when she's surrounded by family and loved ones. Staying connected to them keeps her centered and inspired. Keeping in touch with my loved ones back home is such a big part of my lifestyle and my well-being, Alex narrates. Every call, message, or story from home fills her days with encouragement and joy. It reminds her of the love that continues to cheer her on from afar. Whenever she returns to Manila, family time is always what she looks forward to most. She enjoys cozy movie nights, ordering takeout, and spending slow afternoons filled with laughter. These moments recharge her spirit and remind her why every match is worth it. Home is where Alex's heart plays. Every time Eala steps on the court, she carries the heart of the Philippines with her. Home keeps her grounded. It reminds her to stay centered, keep learning, and enjoy every step of the journey. No matter how far she travels, the heart of a Filipina always shines through in how she plays, wins, and connects with others. Want to see more of Alex beyond the baseline? Watch the full Q&A video and catch her candid, heartfelt answers about life, family, and the homegrown love that keeps her feet on the ground. Home is often described as a place, but for Eala, home has always been something she carried with her, stitched into her grip on the racket, echoed in the steady rhythm of her footwork, and anchored by the people who believed in her long before the world learned her name. From the Philippines to tennis courts across the globe, Alex's journey has been defined by movement. Airports, hotels, Training centers and tournaments became part of her daily life at an age when most children were learning consistency through routine. Yet amid all that motion, Alex learned how to build a sense of belonging that traveled with her, both on and off the court. The first home, family and beginnings. Alex Eala's first court was not a grand stadium or a televised arena. It was a simple place shaped by encouragement, discipline, and family support. Her parents were her earliest believers, recognizing not just her talent, but her hunger to learn. Tennis was never forced upon her. Instead, it was introduced as a language, one she quickly became fluent in. Her family gave her something essential, permission to dream big without losing herself. They taught her that winning mattered, but character mattered more. Every early morning practice and every long drive to training carried the quiet message that she was not alone. No matter how far she traveled, her family remained her emotional base, the first definition of home. Leaving home to find it again. When Alex moved abroad to train at a young age, the idea of home shifted. The familiar sounds of her country, the language, food, and daily rhythms, were suddenly replaced by something new. This transition was not easy. Loneliness, pressure, and cultural adjustment became opponents as real as any player across the net. Yet it was in this unfamiliar space that Alex discovered resilience. She learned that home is not always about comfort. Sometimes, it is about growth. Training away from family forced her to mature quickly. She learned independence, responsibility, and self-belief. The court became a place where she could speak without words, where every swing expressed both longing and determination. The court as a second family. Tennis is often described as an individual sport, but Alex's journey proves that no athlete truly stands alone. Coaches, trainers, teammates, and mentors formed a second family around her. These were people who corrected her mistakes, pushed her limits, and celebrated her small victories long before the big ones arrived. On the court, trust is everything. Trust in preparation. Trust in instinct. Trust in the people who guide you. For Alex, each practice session was more than technical repetition, it was a shared commitment. Her tennis family became a home defined not by walls, but by belief. Every hard-fought match reinforced this connection. Wins were shared triumphs, losses were shared lessons. The court became a place where she could fail safely, learn honestly, and grow steadily.